Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no fingers, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause then she can count.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Dalton. Green brings it in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Andy Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
552. Hey, we got to get this stop. Ready?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun. And Ingram holds it in. big gain, but a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 24. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
I'm going to run you over.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They'll run with Barkley, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 43-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Bravo! 57's the mic. Watch the defense.
Now Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
From midfield here, Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A quick throw now complete to Ross. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. But they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Dalton to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
5-2's the mic.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready up. 36. Line 36. Hey, Foxtrot.
You can't block me. Watch 36.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep here for and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That's 6, baby.
So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming. Hey!
Ringo.
New Mike 52. Go.
Throwing Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line.
18. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey. Check 31.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch the pass.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Giants first down.
They come up in an offset eye. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Dalton here from the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 43 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
You got nothing. Protein spill.
From the gun, Dalton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 27-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Barkley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's a give to Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as they are able to cut into that lead. Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw here, Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 9th touchdown of the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got it. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, wahoo! We got 3. Here we go. I got 8. I got 8. I got 8. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The 46-yard line.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Hey, zoom. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Ready?
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hands up. Lady.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Operating from the gun. Dalton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Five.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jones now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6.
No, check that. We got Mike.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Switch up. Switch up.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Jones throwing on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Catch made by Slayton. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
You ain't going nowhere. They're retired. They're retired. 3 down. 3 down.
5.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 5-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye.
57 to Mike. Cut.
Ready.
Again, it's Barkley. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. Back to throw. Jones. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got you. 50 seconds to Mike.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Here we go, D. Anxious.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let him know. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Watch the slant.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Bengals, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.